When Coach George Ihler joined Arthur Hill in 1971, he watched the junior varsity team go 9-0. The next year, the varsity only lost one game.
Their junior year, we could tell as coaches, we had sat down and talked and said, we got a football team here.
The coaching staff weren't the only ones watching. The Saginaw News sports writers were also talking about the Lumberjacks.
We knew they were going to be good, but no one envisions a perfect season where you're not scored upon and you score just about every time you have the ball.
We had 15 kids that were looked at to play college football at one level or another. When you get that type of talent on the football field, all you really got to do is line them up and stay out of their way.
You paid more attention to the defense, really, than you did the offense, because every time the offense got the ball, seemingly they scored. But the defense, they had to make some goal line stands, and they were just fantastic. The offense got most of the credit, but the defense was as equally as impressive. Those guys in the line all left at the very snap at the ball. In fact, it might have been just a split second before. A lot of people thought they were offside every play. But they did it time and time again, and the officials never called it. And they were just an awesome, awesome line.
Coach Ihler admits that much of the '73 season is now a blur. But one game does stand out.
There was a lot of fun within the season, and I can remember the Saginaw High game in particular. I mean, we had taken that, point a minute, that unscored on thing right to the last 15 seconds of the game, and I had told Dick Mott, we were on Saginaw High's one, I said, don't score. Just quarterback sneak, but come up a foot or two short. Dick takes it in. Now we got to kick off, and Saginaw High had some excellent skill athletes at that time, and I was a little fearful kicking that ball off. I said, we've gone this far. Are we going to hand this thing away at this point? And it got a little exciting there in that last 5 seconds of the season, but, hey, things worked out.
There were no playoff games 30 years ago. The only way to prove who was best in the state was by statistics. Arthur Hill didn't leave any room for doubt.
No, back then it was mythical, and there were some other good teams in the state that year, but, it's kind of hard to not pick a team like this one. 443 points and giving up a goose egg.
The coach knew he had much more than a team. He had students who were on their way to individual greatness as well.
We had a lot of college athletes out of that program, and a lot of successful young men in life. And I think, as you look back, at the time you see them as college athletes and college student athletes. You look back now and how successful Mike Carl's a dentist, Terry Eurick runs a General Motors plant, Terry Murphy's an attorney, and various fellas are just doing so well in life that those kids were destined to be successful in life, whether it be athletically or on their jobs.
Believe it or not, their leader is still coaching high school ball.